TikTok time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world. It's your friendly neighborhood philosopher here, D. Wood, here to greet all you habitual whiners. He's late. He's late. Where is Dr. Daoud? How dare David not be here right now? This is the proof he's running, you see. And we got Jai and DOC here.
What's up? What's up?
Now, you guys have watched the Mohammed Hijab Drunken Rant?
Yes, we did. We did.
I have not seen it. I did see, I saw some clip that someone shared on X, and it was Hijab saying, people are making fun of him over the hotel wife thing, but actually being a hotel wife would be super cool.
That's what he says.
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard it here. So super weird too, because at first it was, no, I have nothing to do with this woman. She's just a lying stalker. She's insane. And okay, so what if I did have a hotel wife? That's not so bad. Yep. It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
So that's one part of it. The other part is the bankruptcy. That's what he was live on TikTok, and people were saying two different things. They were saying hotel hijab, and then they were talking about him being bankrupt. So he covers both of those topics in the stream. Yeah. So, Yep.
Covers multiple topics in the same drunken stream.
Yeah. And then he goes on this rant about divorce and how it's actually a blessing.
It reflects on his life choices.
Yeah. So.
Huh.
So hotel marriages are good, divorces are good, and bankrupt is not so bad.
It's all not so bad.
Welcome to Dow 2026, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we just want to. Oh, we should review that other clip where he was with Sneeko.
Oh yeah.
And where that was Bosnia?
That was it. Oh yeah, we know what they were doing in Bosnia thanks to thanks to this guy right here. Thanks to this guy right here, we know what they were doing in Bosnia. We know what Warner, we know what Lantern, and we know that what Sneeko were doing in Bosnia. So what you guys are gonna see there is the parallels to if he's drunk, if he's high, you'll start seeing some similarities real fast between the two clips.
And so we originally saw the clip of Mohammed Hijab and Sneeko and Mohammed Hijab going off on Alex Jones, but especially when you watch the rest of it, it's clear he's on something, whether drugs or alcohol or something like that. He's on something, laughing hysterically. Pretty funny, actually.
Yeah,
Hijab's pretty funny when he's drunk or high or whatever he was doing. But then, so we just saw that, but then Malik eventually jumps in there and starts talking about their various trips to different places. And one of the trips he's talking about is their Bosnia trip, where they're, of course, hitting all the stuff he says about them hitting the club, smashing hoes, all that stuff. Yep. So it makes sense. It ties together because you think, hey, what's Hijab doing? He looks clearly under the influence here.
Yeah.
And then
lines up with what Maloink said right there.
Maloink is the king of Dawa snitches. Not even a close second. Fareed's like way a very distant second. Yeah. As far as the Dawa snitches.
True.
All right, so let's go ahead and review that classic clip. Here we go. Mohammed Hijab, apparently high with Sneeko.
Listen, Alex. You're nothing. You're nothing. Look at my face. Look at me. This is the face of a man who you could wish to be, who you could dream to be, who you can pray to whoever the hell you pray to or whatever the hell you do to be. Okay? Look at me now. Take a look at me and just take a look at this. Tell me, what can you do to me? What can you do? Shout at me with your stupid voice, this and that.
It's kind of ironic, Hijab saying, what can you do to me? Shout at me with your stupid voice, which is pretty much all he does to people. Well, yeah, he's like this. Hi, I'm Mohammed Hijab. I'm Mohammed Hijab. What can you do to me?
Islam, what have you done? What have you done in your life? What are your achievements? Does your wife love you? Does your mum love you?
Sneako's always got the funniest reactions because he just tries not to laugh and stuff like that.
Does your mum love you, boy? Does your Alex Jones? Does your mum love you? This is my question. If I was her, I'd hate you. I'd spit on you if I was there. She's nothing. She's nothing and you're nothing. Sorry to say. Yeah.
Oh, no. That was a laugh.
What did his mum do, man?
I'm sorry, your mum is nothing, actually. What? Alex Jones, your mum is nothing and you're nothing. Sorry to say. It's done.
His mum might be a very nice person.
I don't care. She's nothing.
I bet she's a nice lady. All right.
She's nothing and he's nothing. Come on, Alex. Come and get me now. You heard me right. I said your mother's nothing. Come and get me now.
He hasn't slept. He's sleeping
he hasn't slept.
That's what it was.
Guys, we're waiting for Fajr prayer.
It's 3:28.
You hear Sneeko trying to defend him. It's like, hey, if you notice Hijab's acting really weird right now, it's because he's tired and we're waiting for Fajr
We're
prayer.
waiting to pray.
We're waiting to pray, as you can tell. We're just sitting here waiting to pray. Definitely not due to Hijab being under the influence of anything other than him being really tired.
Nah.
Well, does anyone look at him and wish they were him?
Nah.
With this, what we call tarbush, which is this weird hat and this weird shirt, drunk or high in a hotel room. Is that who you want to be?
Nah.
Yeah, I want to order one of those right now.
Yeah.
And that shirt. And I can wish I could be him.
He hasn't slept. He's sleeping.
He hasn't slept. Guys,
We're waiting for Fajr prayer.
it's 3:28 a.m.
It's 3:28.
Your mother.
Oh my.
Come on, Alex.
God.
Come and get me now.
Oh my god.
Now they're saying takbir in the chat. Okay.
His mother is nothing, and he is nothing. His father's nothing. His whole family is nothing. You nothing. What have you achieved? Tell me what the Jones have achieved. I want to know what the Jones family has achieved in Oklahoma, you hillbilly, you redneck. What have you achieved, you hillbilly, you redneck? What have you...
That's what I mean. Like, who pronounced it like that?
Yeah.
It's redneck.
Yeah.
Redneck, not redneck. Redneck. You hillbilly redneck. What's up with you, you hillbilly redneck? Redneck.
Actually, that's the style that people in the street who are not raised properly would shout at each other from Egypt, where he's from. They would have that intonation at the end.
Oh,
of the
okay.
sentence.
Now it makes sense. All right.
He's a
You
street.
Billy
he's from the
Redneck.
street.
I gotta try that when I'm back in West Virginia
Yeah.
around some of my hillbilly cousins. What are you looking at? What has your daddy done, you hillbilly redneck? Be like, what?
Oklahoma, you hillbilly.
What's that?
I'll tell him what his dad did. At least he was there for him.
Yeah.
He taught his mom had to teach him Arabic and masculinity on his CV, on his resume.
Yeah, if you go to his website, Mohammed Hijab's website, he has like a whole thing of like what his resume is or his accomplishments. And the number one thing it says he learned Arabic from his mom and masculinity from his mom.
Are we allowed to say it? Who taught you masculinity, you redneck?
Who taught you masculinity, you hillbilly redneck?
Who taught you Arabic?
Did your mom have to teach you masculinity? Yes. Yes.
You Egyptian? I don't know what else to say.
Redneck.
You Egyptian redneck. Who taught you
Egyptian
masculinity?
redneck. And here, Black Angel pointed out, Mojob's father is a scammer. That's why it's so weird going, what
There
is
you
your
go.
dad done? What is your dad done? You Billy Redneck, what is your dad done? We back up a little because it's funny.
His whole family is nothing. You nothing. What have you achieved? Tell me what the Jones have achieved. I want to know what the Jones family has achieved in Oklahoma, you hillbilly, you redneck. What have you achieved, you hillbilly, you redneck? What have you achieved? You know what you should have done when you went? What have you achieved, hillbilly? What have you achieved, redneck? What have you achieved?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
It's crazy because he's legit funny when he's stoned out of his mind. Apparently, becomes super. He's like, and notice the back and forth between super mellow. See, what have you done? He's nothing.
he
He's
gets his
nothing.
burst of energy. He's like punching his friend too. Like he's like, oh man,
It's because we're waiting for prayer, everyone. This is how we act when we wait for prayer.
yeah. We know.
What has the Jones family achieved? What has the Jones family achieved? Tell me one accolade that your dad done. Tell me one thing that your dad done.
We just
What
looked
did
it
he?
up.
What war did he fight in?
What accolades did your dad done?
I'm sure his dad can speak sentences.
Yeah.
His dad is a dentist.
We just looked it up. His dad's a dentist.
His dad is not a fake professor doctor on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So Alex Jones' dad is a dentist and
Hijab's dad,
scam artist, professional scam artist.
Yeah.
Back up a little because this is just funny.
One accolade that your dad done. Tell me one thing that your dad done. What did he? What war did he? What has the Jones family achieved? Tell me one accolade that your dad done. Tell me one thing that your dad done. What did he? What war did he fight in?
You
Vietnam.
guys hear it? There's someone else laughing. So
Yeah.
there's other people in the room because Sneako's there and who is
that's
that? Is that
Musa Adnan. That's Adnan Rashid's son.
oh,
Oh, you know what's actually kind of funny about this?
What did his dad do?
Now Adnan Rashid is against Mohammed Hijab.
Oh, they fell out.
So yeah, so I don't know if his son follows suit with him, but it's kind of funny how this unfolded. So now he's at odds with this guy's dad, who he's like goofing around with high in the hotel. I wonder if it's Warner behind the camera laughing and giggling. I wonder if it's Warner.
Warner is with some ladies apparently.
He could be watching.
According to Maloink, he was with the ladies, not men. In Bosnia, at least.
Maybe.
Hey, Abu Adnan, you got to pick a side, man. You got to pick a side in the Dawa wars, man. Don't try and be Switzerland here. Don't be in Switzerland. You got to pick a side.
Accolade that your dad done. Tell me one thing that your dad done. What did he? What war did he fight in? Vietnam. That hillbilly achieve? What did you achieve, boy? Huh? What did that hillbilly achieve? What did your hillbilly father achieve? Tell me what he achieved. Tell me what that redneck achieved. Huh? Talk about Islam. Get out of here, you hillbilly. You fat shit hillbilly. Get out of here,
Well,
man.
I don't think he talked about Islam. He just said that we're disgusting for our beliefs on the age of marriage.
Huh?
I don't think he said we're disgusting. Islam is disgusting. He said we're disgusting.
Was he calling Islam a cancer? Is
said
that
that?
what he said?
He said disgusting people.
Have you got the right person? People. Yeah, disgusting people, bruv. What have the Jones done? Tell me what the Jones has done. Tell me what Mrs. Jones has done. Tell me what Mr. Jones has done. The hillbilly Jones done.
Great weather.
He called
Do you know
Islam
what
cancer?
you know what you should have done? You should have gone to Bohemian Grove and bloody worship the devil with them, bro, because they would have given you some life opportunities. You should have gone with them. You got nothing.
Oh man.
He is baked. He
Dude.
is totally baked.
Wow.
All right. So when was that? Was that like a year
was-
ago or something? A year ago, more? I
Something
don't know.
like that. When were they in Bosnia? Oh, it was one of the Ramadans, wasn't it? This was like the
Oh yeah,
probably 2 years ago. Yeah, probably
that
2
that our
years.
trip to Bosnia
Yeah.
in Ramadan.
Yeah, it was one of those. Probably 2 years. Yeah, probably 2 years.
Warner probably rolling up a fat doobie.
Oh yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
Which did your dad done, you see? Oh, man. All right. Checking the comments here. I feel so bad for Sneeko. Yeah. Sneeko, poor Sneeko has to pretend that he's a serious Muslim for these things. And it's always, he can't keep a straight face.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Crazy. All right. We're ready to check out the more recent video.
Yeah. Wait, but how much? No, I was gonna say how much you want to bet, but you don't. That's probably like a bad bet because we already know. But they didn't pray Fajr after this. They probably did something else in the hotel, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a praying atmosphere.
No, I don't think they were praying after. I don't think they were praying after this. I think that they had Warner and apparently Lantern as well. Lantern, is that what they call him? Lantern? They're calling him that now.
Ranton.
Lantern, whatever they're calling him.
Ranton.
Yeah, him and according to Maloink over there, according to Maloink, these guys that's how they get down in Bosnia. So it doesn't sound like they were praying. It sounds like after the stream ended, they did something else.
Isn't there a verse in the Quran that says you can't come to prayer drunk?
Oh,
Mimi?
yeah.
Yeah, so that was the one that was abrogated. Then he can't do it at all. That apparently doesn't stop these guys and doesn't stop the Warner. Unless they're just, well, you know, we're fine being high as long as we're not drunk, because
It's a
according,
loophole.
yeah, Malik said that the Warner just goes to the mosque every time stoned,
Right.
and so apparently they think that's fine. It's the alcohol that's the problem. So you can be stoned out of your mind on anything as long as you don't touch Satan's nectar, alcohol. Let's take these first couple super chats. No comment there, but thank you. Video idea. Get a fan of yours to debate a Dawa guy, then do a cheesy training montage of the fan, including playing with shapes with God logic. Hang on. Get a fan of yours to debate a Dawa guy, then do a cheesy training montage of the fan, including playing with shapes with God logic. So that's how we teach him to debate Dawa guys?
Yeah. So when I say this, you go like this, right? And you do this, right? You go
Now look, if you're facing a Muslim in street debate, he's going to be like, yo, because look, the triangle, it don't beat a square, yeah, isn't it? See? Oh, hey, is that a house? Yeah, that look like a house, yeah. Yo, it be looking like a house up here. Dawa 2026.
Dawa training.
Everyone got to get their training in. Everyone got to get their training in. Let's see. Super sticker, no comment though. Thank you. Hey, that's a super sticker too. And we got David. I emailed you on the 7th. Yes, I was traveling, man. I was traveling. I just got back yesterday. But yeah, I'll respond. This the guy who was who was talking to. He was a debate con. He was the guy. I think his back was towards the camera clip, but you hear a guy talking to Speaking Muslim and Jake.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's in some of the clips. He's in some of the clips and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, he was getting an apologetics group together at his church and stuff. But
nice.
the guy's like super smart and stuff. So I'm like, why aren't you jumping on YouTube, man? So anyway, he messaged me. We're gonna figure that out. Let's see. Ida says, I'm afraid for Ajay. I'm afraid the Muslims will confuse him with the Quran.
Oh. Yeah.
Has anyone pointed that out yet?
No. That's the first.
Oh, that's
first
funny.
time. Yeah.
Are you willing to play the Quran in a skit at some point?
We'll see.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know where Ida's talking about, there's a hadith where Muhammad said that the judgment, the Quran is going to appear as a pale man. Going to appear as a pale man, and yep, he'll be interceding for people and telling people, telling Allah how much people recited him and so on. It is interesting how all this stuff becomes. So you've got the spirit of Allah appears as a man. You've got Jesus as the word of Allah. He actually is a human being who is the word of Allah. But then even just the Quran itself appears as a man. So these are all personal agents.
Yep.
So they don't have a problem with the spirit appearing as a man, but they have a problem with the word of God appearing as a man. Jesus.
Except when it comes to the Quran. They have no problem with that either.
Yeah, so I don't know, weird stuff, because they have a problem. The Trinity's so confusing, and it's like, wait a minute, you've got Allah, and the reasoning, the reason they say that Allah's speech is eternal is because if it's some attribute of Allah or something like, anyway, point is when Allah creates something, he says be, and then it pops into existence. But his word is something that he speaks out. So it originates from within him, and Allah can't change. So if he's speaking, then he's speaking from all eternity.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Allah's spirit is something he breathes out. So that's also in the same category of something originating from within Allah and isn't something he says be and it pops into existence. Mm. And so what do you have here? If these have to be eternal relations, then you have Allah, and from all eternity, he's speaking out his word and he's breathing out his spirit from all eternity. So what do you have? You have Allah and Allah's word and Allah's spirit, all there from all eternity. But then his spirit appears as a human being to talk to Mary, and his word, well, Jesus is called his word, but Jesus is a human being. He appears as a human being, but then the Quran also appears as a pale man at the judgment. So the Quran is also a personal agent. But then within that one man that one pale man who is the Quran, we're told that individual chapters of the Quran appear as flocks of birds to intercede for people. And I guess with the flocks of birds, it's I guess the implication is that individual birds would be individual verses and so on. And then the flocks are like all the birds together. But these individual flocks of birds also appear to intercede for people. And that is apparently connected to the paganism of the satanic verses where Allat, Aluz, and Manat are these bird goddesses who can intercede with Allah because they're like birds. They can fly your prayers up to Allah so that Allah doesn't have to come all the way down and hear your prayers. They can bring them straight up. They can bring them straight up there. And so Allah doesn't have to run around. But I mean, think about that. So you've got Allah, and he's eternally breathing out his spirit and eternally speaking out his word. And then his word at the judgment appears as a pale man. But even though that's one pale man, within that one pale man are 114 flocks of birds who are also personal agents. And so they intercede, but they're also one. So one, but also 114. And it's like, you guys are complaining about the Trinity? Like, seriously? Yeah. And the reason, guys, is like your average Muslim doesn't know any of this, doesn't know anything I just said.
No, they don't.
Zero. And so, your Trinity, that's confusing. Seriously? And then when you take all of that I just said, and then you start factoring in like Allah it has like a physical body and he's got like 2 right arms and stuff. It's just like, it ends up being really, really like insane. Like seriously, you guys are complaining about the Trinity and the incarnation. Anyway, wild stuff.
It's a mess.
It's pretty messed up here. Let's see. I guess Creed Bratton from The Office was wrong declaring bankruptcy won't solve all of your problems, but I guess you don't have to tell Hijab that. Yeah, matter of fact, when he was when you guys were talking about him declaring bankruptcy and so on, and then talking about Alex Jones, I was like, we're kind of in a similar boat. But it was different. Like Alex Jones got sued by a ton of people. Mohammed Hijab was trying to sue people.
Yeah, that's right.
But they both ended up owing a lot more money than they could afford.
Yeah.
Now we know what the hijabs achieved. Bankruptcy.
What has the hijabs done? Huh? You scam people and then go bankrupt. You hillbilly redneck. You Egyptian hillbilly redneck. Let's see. We need a Lutheran satire type video called To Catch a Dawa Guy. Oh, yeah. We want to make that with Mohammed, but that's not a Lutheran satire. That's going to be more like that To Catch a Predator show with Chris Hansen.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's going to be Mohammed. It's going to be Mohammed. It's going to be action-packed. Been planning that one for a while. Never actually recorded it. David is the fulfillment of the Quran. Now he can abrogate the whole thing. That's a good point. We might have AP do that because this year we're going to prove that AP is a prophet according to the Quran. And it even mentions him by name. It does. It's actually in there. Ridwan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And so we're going to use that as proof, and then he can abrogate the entire thing and no one can complain. Just thought this, but could Malik be related to Uthman, who burned all the Quran since they both got massive Quran desecration under their bellies? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that he found out his genealogy and he's like, whoa, I'm actually a descendant of the Caliph Uthman. I know what I must do. Is that Diha al-Kalbi? Never mind. It's Handsome Giant. What's wrong with people? God Logic just went over 500,000 subs. I saw that. I said scrubs. That's funny.
Congrats.
Yeah, I saw he was at like 498 or 499 a day or two ago. So I was like, oh man. And that was right after IP. IP got 500 also recently. So
Nice.
yep, that's cool.
Yeah,
And
congrats to God Logic.
now that they're at 500, I might have to school them.
Uh-oh.
We can race to 1 million. Watch me run right by these dudes anytime I want. And last one here. You guys are doing a great job. So happy to see you guys together. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all and protect you all. Love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day ahead of time. The best love is Jesus. Oh, Thank you for reminding me. I always forget until it's like the day before. And then I try to order flowers and like, nope, can't get them until like 2 days from now and stuff. I'm like, man. So that's good. All right. Now let's check out the new Drunken Hijab video.
Oh my God, okay. Let them say if they want to say whatever. What are they gonna say? Oh, Hijab is bankrupt. Hotel Hijab, the champ, the kingpin hotel man. You know, the hotel specialist. You know, I should do a hotel connoisseur, whatever, man. Have you heard this?
Hotel Hijab, is that what they're calling you now, yeah?
Actually, they're calling me Hotel Hijab.
Why though?
Yeah. So no, because what they're saying is that I get married and I put my wives in a hotel or something like that. Yeah. But,
And divorce
but
them.
here's the thing. No, but I want to think about this. Yeah. Think about this for a second. Okay, a hotel in London for 1 day is £300. Wait, hold on for a second. If I'm putting a woman in a hotel, is it 5-star hotel? It's like £300 a day. So that means in a month I'm spending 9 grand. And you're insulting me? I'm putting 10 grand on a woman. If I'm putting what I'm trying to say. If I put a woman.
Now, is he lying about the accusation against him right now?
So the bankruptcy stuff, I know that doesn't mean he's like zeroed out in his bank accounts, but if his money's going he seems to know the numbers really well. Like, this is how much it costs a hotel in London, this is how much it costs a month. And if that's where his money's going, it's going to start going from there to Douglas Murray, because that's how it's going to work. So he needs to, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue being this, connoisseur of the, hotel specialist hijab if he's in this situation he's in right now.
I was thinking more along the lines of him representing it as he keeps women in fancy hotels.
Mm-hmm.
That was not, and he knows that. He knows that. The claim was that he only wanted a wife in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Right. So she's out. She's got her own home, not provided by him, but she lives with her child and so on. And Hijab promised her, yes, we're going to have a life together and we'll have a home and a family. And then once they get married and consummate the marriage, then he changes it to, no, actually, I'm not going to do anything except we're going to occasionally meet in a hotel.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Not, hey, I'm setting you up for life in a hotel, in a 5-star hotel.
And wasn't she paid for it? Didn't she say she paid for it?
She said she paid for it.
I think that was misunderstood. It was that
it was in her name.
He would have the money transferred to her by someone else, so that his name, so that there could never be a paper trail that led to him.
Okay.
So he would have someone, one of his Dawa bros, give her the money to pay for the hotel so that there's no paper trail, and then he would show up in a mask. But yeah, it's not Mohammed Hijab has all these women that he provides for in hotels. It's you're only my wife in a hotel when we have sex. Other than that, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. Nothing.
Yeah, he's not like housing her in a hotel.
Yeah, that's how he represents it.
Yeah.
Like, because people, he knows most people. He knows most people who even heard the hotel hijab stuff. He knows most of them didn't follow all the stuff, and so they're going to think, oh yeah, okay. So he's trying to change the meaning there. They're saying that I put my wives up in hotels, fancy hotels. What? Why would that be a criticism? Being a hotel would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. He's definitely misrepresenting it then in that case. Yeah.
Yep. Not good, Hijab. Not good. Backed up a little.
Just for a second. Okay, a hotel in London for 1 day is £300. Wait, hold on for a second. If I'm putting a woman in a hotel, is it 5-star hotel? It's like £300 a day. So that means in a month I'm spending 9 grand, and you're insulting me. I'm putting 10 grand on a woman. If I'm putting what I'm trying to say. If I put
Hijab, if you were spending 9 grand a month on a hotel, I would insult you and say, why don't you get an apartment for her or something like that? Because it would be better and cheaper. So
what's his math on this again? He said 300 a day
times 30. That's 9,000.
So
you can rent a place, or you can even buy a place and do a mortgage.
I was gonna say you could just rent a place with that money.
So even if he's doing that, which he isn't, that means you want to hide her. Why you want to put people don't live in hotels.
Yeah.
This is a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, but
And it's not
that's not even
intelligent.
what she's saying is happening, right? She's saying like, I have my own house. I live next to his
She
mom.
they can't
Yeah.
can't meet in her house because he's 7 foot tall, and
Yeah.
she lives next to his mom.
Next to his mom.
Someone
right?
will see him walking in and out.
Yeah.
So she lives
And
in
during the weekends they meet at the
she
hotel.
lives in her house. He calls her up whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to meet in the hotel
Right.
tomorrow? She books it. Then they meet maybe once, twice a month or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I can make us bigger here.
That's not the same as what he's saying.
No, it's not. He's representing it.
Let's see. Hijab tried to throw people off what he's actually accused of. And it's just amazing, like when she came out and said, hey, and said all this stuff, it was, nope, she's insane. She's a stalker. She's a liar. She's making this up. She's mentally ill.
Now he's laughing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's admitting it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why doesn't he apologize for?
Because he thinks it's a good thing. He's like, this makes me look good.
But he denied it ever happened.
Yeah, at first he did.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a compulsive liar.
Yeah.
What's amazing is just it never bothers the actual loyal Dawa fans.
No.
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
A 5-star hotel is like £300 a day. So that means in a month I'm spending $9,000, and you're insulting me. I'm putting 10 grand on a woman. If I'm putting, like, you know what I'm trying to say, if I put a woman in a hotel, that's something that you should be actually praising me for. The hotel, you don't even need to cook, nothing. The woman comes and cleans everything for you. What are you talking about, bro? So if the woman cleans for you, she puts the towels in there.
It looks like you're speaking from experience.
No, that's what.
Yeah, I think he's saying this is a better life. It's a better life than a woman actually having a home with you, because then she'd have to clean and so on. Whereas
Right.
in the hotel,
You got maids and
she'd be taken care of. But I mean, think about this. This is like evil scumbag stuff. It's, why does he have her pay? He wires the money to her. I mean, has someone give her the money, then she pays, because he wants nothing connecting him to this woman that can ever be proven.
Right.
Why doesn't he go to her house? Because people would see him there and be able to testify that they were actually married and so on. And so it's meeting at a hotel, and he wears a mask and so on. Yeah, like no one could ever recognize this dude if he had a mask on his face and so on.
7 feet tall.
Yeah, but it's all so that when things break down, no one can ever say, hey, here's what Mohammed Hijab did. You prove it. Prove what I did. Prove it. You can't prove anything. And and now that everyone knows that it happened, he actually got married. Now it's, oh yeah, you're complaining because I put women up in fancy 5-star hotels.
You should be praising me.
Yes, you should be praising me. And you're lying again, man. You're lying again.
Is that you get the room service. In a hotel, no woman needs to cook, no woman needs to clean, no one needs to do anything. I don't see how that's an insult. They should be, if that's what I'm doing, then that's a good thing. They should be praising me for that.
Good thing.
You should be very careful putting that on there. You might start getting applications.
No, this is true. A hotel hijab, I don't see that as some kind of an insult. Go me a hotel hijab, yeah, no problem. I know what the hotels, whatever, innit? If hotels are a bad thing, when did they become haram? Hotels is a very luxurious place to go to.
He's making it sound like, what are you talking about? That's a really good thing. I'm a really good guy.
This guy's he's trying to gaslight his entire audience right now. That's what he's trying to do.
You know what else is luxurious? A nice house.
Right.
He's talking like a pimp.
Yeah.
I put my women in the best hotels.
Yeah.
I'm not like the other pimps who put them in the first star.
Yeah, the motels and
the motels, the Holiday Inn.
Hotel,
I do the hotel.
motel, Holiday Inn.
He's put him in the 5-star hotels.
Yeah, so he's a first grade pimp, basically.
Yeah.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Say if Hijab starts acting up, then you snitch on him. Boom. That's what happened.
True. True.
That's what I'm saying, Akhi. What I'm trying to say is that if it's a hotel thing,
You can tell when he's on. It's a slight slur, and then he goes back and forth between laughing hysterically and that. So I don't know.
Yeah. And he like locks in too. Like he doesn't drop. He like locks in on it. He doesn't.
But also that creepy smile that
Yeah.
lasts a bit too long.
Yeah, right.
Because the
It's like lagging a little
because
bit.
the muscles are lagging
Yeah.
because they're relaxed.
Look at the comment there on the screen. Miss Yar marriage demon. Miss Yar marriage. They're calling him Miss Yar marriage demon.
Yes. But yeah, you can actually see it in his face though, like
blinking a little too slowly.
Yeah. He's like his physiology is catching up to his like actual
and the truth coming out without filters.
That's what I'm saying, actually. What I'm trying to say is that if it's a hotel thing, a hotel is not a bad place for a person to be. It's actually a really great place for a person to be. People go on holiday and they go into a hotel. You know what I'm trying to say? So
you see, marry me, and your whole life is like a holiday.
Oh man. So guys, just to be clear on what he's saying here, he's saying that it's not a problem to marry a woman, put her in a hotel, and that's a good thing. He's like, when do they become haram? This is a good thing. He's trying to tell his whole audience right now, how many people he's got live on TikTok with them, that this is actually a good thing. It's okay to Islamically marry a woman, throw her in a hotel. You still have like your main wife on like in the house and your kids and stuff like that. Because he talks about that later on. You know, there's a difference between the wife with the kids and there's a difference between the wife with no kids. So he's saying that it's okay to have your main wife over here and then, you know, your hotel wife. This is what he's defending. He's actually defending having a wife just sitting in a hotel waiting for him whenever he wants her. And this is all he's saying. This is all perfectly Islamic. It's good. When did this become haram? That's what he's asking.
So why did Aisha have a problem?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can guarantee you next time someone hears from Aisha, if they ask her about this,
wasn't luxurious, was it?
Well, no, it wasn't. He wasn't putting her up in in nice hotels for her entire life. She had her own place with her child. It was only for sex. It was, hey, when I want sex, you show up at the hotel. That way, there's nothing connecting me to you, and no one can ever say they saw me at your house or something like that.
But she doesn't have to clean and cook, and
so
she doesn't have to do
when
this
they
and
conceive children, do they raise the children in hotels?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
What happens to that?
It's like, yeah, that's crazy.
What is
who needs a house, eh? When you got a hotel.
I don't get the hotel. Is that meant to be an insult? Oh, you put your wife in a hotel. Whoa. I put your wife in a hotel. If I put my wife in a hotel, that's a serious guy, man. He cares about the woman. He's not. There's no cooking. There's no cleaning. There's nothing going.
All the woman watch. You asked the woman. Is that a serious guy?
It sounds like a very unserious guy because at a hotel you can check out.
Yeah.
He checks out the marriage when he checks out the hotel.
Yeah. The bill's up and like, you know, he's not paying it 1 month. It's like the marriage is over.
With a lease or a mortgage, you can't check out.
But I want to know.
That's why.
Do the woman agree that this is a serious man? A serious man is one who puts you in a hotel, not in the house, not in, you know, because if he's paying $9,000 up, $10,000,
that's a serious
10
pimp.
grand.
It's a serious pimp.
Serious pimp, not a serious husband, not a serious husband.
And again, isn't that just interesting that he went from this never happened, this is a lie, and what did they do? They photoshopped a screenshot to accuse her of lying. They made a fake AI confession.
Yeah.
Where they just took her voice and ran it through an AI generator and had her having a discussion with a sheikh where she's confessing that she's lying about all this.
Right.
This was all to discredit her and make her seem like she's just lying about this whole thing. And now it's what? Well, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong?
This is a good thing.
Even now he has to lie.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I keep. They're accusing me of keeping women in hotels.
And he blackmailed Sheikh Taurana too, put him in hospital.
Oh yeah.
And all that stuff.
Yeah. So over this good thing, this good thing,
over this wonderful thing that no one could ever criticize him for because it shows he's wonderful.
Yeah, you should praise him for that.
I put your wife in a hotel. If I put my wife in a hotel, that's a serious guy, man. He cares about the woman. He's not. There's no cooking. There's no cleaning. There's nothing going on.
True.
The guy said true.
No. Because what it is that his mum told him all about what I do in the hotels to her.
Oh.
For like it was marriage that took place.
Wait, what?
He's
talking. There's no cooking. There's no cleaning. There's nothing going on.
Someone got to him. Like someone in the chat got to him. They got under his skin. And now he's starting to go after their mom, like he did Alex Jones, just like he did Alex Jones.
He goes to the mom, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes to the mom. This is like a street thing.
That's
that people
a move.
do.
That's a move.
That's like
That's his move.
Let's hear what he said here.
No, because what it is that his mum told him all about what I do in the hotels.
Oh, 1 second. So
did you hear that? That sounds like he's saying he was in a hotel with a dude's mom.
Yeah, he did say that. In the guy typing this out, he's challenging him to an MMA fight. That's so if you see typing, that's just what it is. He's just saying.
So that's the person who's like recording. That's why we're seeing it pop up on the screen. Okay.
Drake, shout out to Drake. That's Drake recording.
Oh, this Drake.
Yeah, Drake's like, hey, let's do it. Let's do an MMA fight for charity.
Yeah, I remember when we were in Times Square. Drake was saying, "Hey, I'd like to fight Hijab, man."
So he's typing in the chat here. So if you see that typing, that's that's just part of the recording. He's the one that recorded this.
All right, let's see what he said here.
Nothing going on.
True.
No, because what it is that his mum told him all about what I do in the hotels to her.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah.
What did his mom tell him? What I do in a hotel to her?
Yeah.
Huh.
For like, it was marriage that took place, obviously. Halal, what's the problem?
It's halal. It's halal, he said. What's his problem?
To be like that?
Wait, hang on. Let's see the final message here. Would you be willing to get
Halal, what's the problem?
in a ring to fight me? Would you be willing to get in a ring to fight me? That's Drake.
That's Drake right there.
Halal, what's the problem?
He's saying it's halal
to take someone's mom to a hotel and
Yep. I have to say that. You have to say, hey, just buy her a Happy Meal. That's it. Buy her a Happy Meal.
Oh man. He's unhinged.
To be like that? Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. Your mum, akhi. Your mum. I don't give a damn, bro. Your mum. I dealt with her. How about that? Yeah, I'm married. And then I threw her away. Yeah? How about that?
Whoa.
How about that?
Take his phone.
Wait, that just said David Wood on there.
Did it?
Hang on.
In the chat?
And then I threw her away.
I saw it.
Yeah?
Someone said something about
How about that? How about that?
David Wood gonna clip this for sure.
Oh. Good shot. They were right. Whoever that is.
Yeah.
We didn't even see that one.
No, we didn't see the first one.
David, we're gonna clip that for sure. Yeah, it's clipped. Yeah, they call it clipping and shipping. Clipping and shipping. So it's been clipped and shipped to David Wood. That's correct.
Yeah, I remember when Ali Dawa had his little dry erase board thing with his wife going on. People were like, David's gonna clip this and post it everywhere.
To be like that? Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. Your mum, akhi. Your mum. I don't give a damn, bro. Your mum. I dealt with her. How about that? Yeah, I'm married. And then I threw her away. Yeah? How about that?
I married her and threw her away.
How about that? Yeah. So let's go to the next one.
People that walk around and they wear that.
Yeah, your mum.
Yeah. What? The special needs people. Needs people.
It's like an SCN kids, man.
No, but I had to tell the guy, innit?
But I think he's
Obviously, he's talking about his mum. He's very upset about his mum because of how his mum was dealt with. Yeah,
that's enough.
He didn't finish his sentence.
There's too much to his
He's
mum.
like,
oh my god, his mum. Oh my god.
this guy.
Oh, yeah, he's baked again. Hijab, baked again.
Yeah, hashish hijab. That's
Hashish
Hijab, yeah.
Hashish hijab.
The hillbilly, the redneck.
Yeah, you Egyptian redneck.
You've been smoking hashish, you hillbilly, you redneck.
Take a couple super chats here. Stop buying your buddies subscribers, D Wood.
All the 500Ks.
Oh, yes.
So that's it. It's decided. Have Jai put on a Quran onesie, and we have the end of times. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Hey, I see a Quran onesie right now, actually.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. Hey, David, you ever coming back to New York City anytime soon? Also, could you create a Quranic satanic versus dilemma? I'm very surprised that people don't really talk about those verses as much. What would the satanic versus dilemma be? Off the top of the head, if I were to come up with satanic versus dilemma, it would either be the story is correct, in which case all that follows from that follows, right? So either the satanic versus incident actually happened, in which case really bad for Muhammad, or the first 2 centuries of Muslims were compulsive liars and complete idiots, and you can't trust anything, which means you can't trust anything that got passed down. So something along those lines.
Nice.
And like it's similar to Aisha, the people. You've got the people who lie and they say, oh, if you go to this source and add it to this and then calculate here and then subtract 3 from this source and multiply that by blah, 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 you eventually get to, oh, see, she was 19. Yeah. And they don't mention that every single one of those sources says she was 9. And they're trying to piece together all these weird things to try. So I don't regard those as like serious deniers of the age of Aisha. Those are like just liars. There are serious people who deny that Aisha was 9, and they do so by just saying the sources are complete garbage. The Muslim sources, the hadiths, are complete garbage. You cannot trust the hadiths. Yeah. And so notice you can make a dilemma out of that, but it would be similar to the satanic verses. It's okay. Either Aisha was 9, either your historical methodology is somewhat, or at least somewhat reliable, in which case we know she's 9. If we know anything about Muhammad and Aisha, we know that she was 9.
Right.
Or your sources are such complete nonsense that we can't know anything, including that Aisha was 9. We just can't trust it on those kinds of things. But guess what? Then you can't trust much of anything about Muhammad. You don't know anything about him. Yeah. And so, yeah, you can make all kinds of dilemmas on this stuff. Might just have to do it. Might have to come out with like a dilemma every week. Coming back to New York, I usually go up to New York about once or twice a year for something. It's crazy how amazing God is moving in these times with apologists like you guys and AP, IP, God, Logic, Sam. Hallelujah, glory and honor to the Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, not a good time to be a Dawa guy. God bless you all. Thank you.
God bless you.
Make a parody of Hotel Room by Pitbull with Hijab. You sang it after I was, what's that? Editing this, writing it. Is that what you were singing?
Is that the song?
When I was singing Hotel Motel Holiday
was that what you were
Inn.
Singing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was Rapper's Delight. Yeah. Unless you use some of that, but I haven't heard this song. Now I feel bad. I have to apologize to Jai. Please forgive me.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. You can pay me to the Quran. It's okay. I forgive you.
Every knee will bow to Jesus. Please call on his name and repent while there is time. That's good advice. I bet if you asked how high he is, he'd say 7. Ha, caught you before you ended your life. That's true. And that's when
He caught us.
Seeing Mimi Hijab talking about someone's mom like the way he does after coming from God Logic's live where Nigerian Christian just went through losing their parents from Muslims infuriates me. Truly satanic.
Whoa.
Yep. And look at his face. Look at his face here talking.
Yeah, so it seems like that's like his natural inclination when he's got some beef going on with somebody. Like Alex Jones went after his mom. This random guy in the TikTok chat went after his mom.
Yeah, what's with the mom thing?
So yeah, that's like a tactic that but I guess that's just shows where he like what he's about.
It's a very like street thing.
Yeah.
To do. It's not.
Yeah. Like the worst, because he's Egyptian, so the worst insults in Arabic have to do with people's moms.
They do,
so
that's how he got beaten up.
Yeah, that's yeah. So
you say that's how he got beaten up?
No, that's how people.
Back in Egypt, you get beaten up.
Yeah,
because I remember him getting beaten up by that old dude.
Oh yeah, he's got a glass jaw.
But I don't remember who said what.
Yeah, he got a glass jaw.
Yeah, he got tagged in his jaw, and he was all discombobulated.
Yeah.
He was acting like he is when he's stoned out of his mind.
He's like, yeah, that's true.
The most honorable Mohammed Hijab has got such a beautiful smile and laughter. Yep.
That's what call it beautiful.
Laughter, yeah, definitely laughter.
Just saw your Pints with Aquinas episode. That was awesome. Thank you for your work. Yeah, that was pretty based.
Nice.
And here we go. Rapper's Delight. We're old. Yep. I think that was like 1979, guys.
I learned about it from you, so I don't.
What's crazy is what I mean. They have like a short version of it, but the original is like 15 minutes long. It's a 15-minute long rap song. Wow. And they got some teenager in there to play bass. They just kind of it was a woman who's like, hey, there's this new thing called rap going on. These guys on street corners and stuff like that. I'd like to actually record an album. Whereas the rappers back then thought you were like a sellout if you made an album. You're supposed to be on street corners doing this stuff.
Yeah.
But she managed to convince 3 guys to do it, and they got a teenager to do the bass line. Dun 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 dun. But she told him, she's like, we don't have any technology here to be looping stuff, so you just have to play that perfectly for 15 minutes straight.
Wow.
And he crushed it. Teenager played it perfectly the whole time. So
now we have AI that can do all that stuff for us.
it's crazy because even today, if you look up greatest rap songs of all time, it'll be in the top 5.
Nice.
And it's like the first one. It's the first time like any people outside of like on the street corners and stuff started hearing the stuff. Most people. Rapper's Delight.
Rappers
All
Delight.
right, back to Hotel Hijab.
Yeah.
With your luck.
Yeah.
That's enough trauma for it.
It's too much to his mum. Oh my God, his mum. Oh my God. Oh my God, okay. Let's go for the next one. Who else wants to come like that?
The next mum.
Who wants to put their mum on the line like that?
You see it, guys, right? But it's you're talking about like him having this tendency.
Yeah.
It's similar with Malik. It's, hey, I don't want to just respond to you because I know that's not going to work. So I'll start looking around which family member or something like that is gonna bother you and make you. So, oh, your dad. What about your mom? What about your wife?
Yeah.
And so him and Malik both have that where I'm going to escalate to something that makes you so uncomfortable that you back down. And the appropriate response to all this is start chewing up the Quran and say, okay, you want to talk about family members, dude?
Yeah.
Who is the bankrupt one? I'm the bankrupt one, Akhi. It says,
I can't even understand what he's saying. His speech is so slow.
He's saying that I'm the bankrupt
Who's
one.
the bankrupt one? I'm the
I'm the
bankrupt.
bankrupt one.
who is the bankrupt one? I'm the bankrupt one, Akhi. It says, why do you think I'm doing live right now? How do I put on the super chat?
Because if you're about to get high, you might have the common sense to say I shouldn't go live.
Right.
But if you're already high and drunk, you lose what little hikmah you have, man. You lose a little bit of hikmah you have. And then you're like, I can do this, man. It's the same thing with like if you had someone who's about to start drinking at a bar, he would know, okay, once I'm drunk, I'm not supposed to drive. He would know that. Now you have people who are dirtbags and don't care and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But most people would understand, okay, if I'm about to get wasted, I definitely should not be driving.
Right.
By the time you get drunk, you lose that bit of wisdom and understanding, and you just, I can drive, I'm fine. Let's see. I can fight those bikers and go drive home. I can do it. I can do it all. And that's how Hijab is right now.
That's how he is.
It says, why do you think I'm doing live right now? How do I put on the super chat?
He's laughing, and I couldn't make out what he
Yeah, we
said
couldn't make
there.
out the
I
laugh.
had no idea.
I
what he said
couldn't, but
there.
he's cracking up laughing, and no one can even understand what the heck he said.
I got the part where he said he's bankrupt. He wants to turn on super chats because he's live or whatever.
We lost him after that.
But I have no idea. We need like a translator for
Hey,
the
anyone
next
want to
part.
try and translate this?
Yeah.
Hang on, let's find out where
Let's
it
see.
was. I backed up a little bit, so we.
Who is the bankrupt one? I'm the bankrupt one.
Okay, I am the bankrupt one.
Yeah,
we
we got
understand
that one.
We
Yep.
understand that. Okay, everyone, try to translate this. Here we go.
It's the next one after this one. After you
It
laugh.
says, why do you think I'm doing live right now? How do I put on the super?
Because you're too stoned to realize that you shouldn't be live right now.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm doing live right now? How do I put on the super chat?
It sounds like I fought a super chat, and then he cracks up.
How do I put on the super chat? But it's the next part after that that I have no idea what he's
hang on.
saying.
How do I put on the super chat?
What the heck did you just say?
But I'm gonna say it anyway.
I don't think he said any words right there. Like that's not, that's not Arabic. That's not English. That's just, like, I don't know what that it was. I was like, that's like we need someone. We need some help with that one. What did he just say?
Try one more time, guys.
Who is the bankrupt one? I'm the bankrupt one, Akhi. It says, you know. Why do you think I'm doing live right now? How do I put on the super chat? Whatever they go? This is gonna sound controversial.
Yeah.
Like his brain wanted to say something, but his mouth wasn't cooperating. It was like, oh man, oh.
What is this? And look, Hijab finally broke Jai. He finally broke Jai. Jai's broken.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You broke my husband. You broke him laughing.
Look what you did. Look what you did, you hillbilly redneck. Look what you did, you Egyptian
redneck.
hillbilly redneck. Look what you did to this man.
Oh man. Oh
man. I wonder what happened if you played that backwards.
Yeah, it probably makes sense if we play it backwards. We're gonna run it back.
Yeah, we play it backwards, and we play it backwards, and he's like, and furthermore.
This is gonna sound controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think Muslims have a bit of a wrong idea about divorce. Yeah.
You think so?
Because it's not necessarily the case that if you have a society with 100% non-divorce rate, that's a good society. In fact, that can actually signal that that's a very unhealthy society, that people are trapped in marriages they don't want to be in, and that people are unhappy. Yeah. And I think that there is this utopian understanding of marriage and divorce, which the Sahaba did not practice that, nor did the medieval Muslims practice that. So what are we aiming for in terms of like the percentage of divorce? What is the healthy percentage of divorce? That's something that, you know, is an issue of contention. But divorce, of course, is not something that I'm praising. It's
now he's trying to get all philosophical.
He said divorces, of course. It reminded me of this way before your guys' time, but well, before my time too. But I saw it on reruns of the Mr. Ed show.
Oh, the horse.
A horse is a horse, of course, and he's divorces, of course.
Divorce.
He doesn't know if divorce is good or bad.
Divorce is not something that I'm praising. It's clearly a madhmoom in the Quran. How is it madhmoom in the Quran? Because Allah says, you know, that people, the Sihr verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah says, يريدون أن يفرقوا بين المرء وزوجه, that they want to create division between a man and his wife. So by doing sihr, Allah is doing them, which is this praise of divorce. And obviously there's a hadith, many hadiths about like that as well, about the negative aspect of divorce. But as I say, like there needs to be a healthy level of divorce happening in the society in order.
I just noticed he's gotten a lot grayer over the years.
Yeah. Like his whole top head is like, that's and his beard too. I mean, that must be the stress of multiple wives, some in hotels, some down the street. And then he's going through all the court and all that stuff like that. You know, hotel hijab. I mean, that stress is getting me, man.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just genetic. Some people get like I have gray in my beard. I don't have any gray on my head yet. But I've seen it with people where all of a sudden things get way more stressful and then they suddenly go gray.
Yeah.
He's 34 years old.
Yeah, he's 34. Yeah. So.
He said the verse wrong.
Oh, he did. Oh no,
I didn't.
you didn't catch it the first time.
He said, يريدون أن يفرقوا بين المرء وزوجه. They want to separate between the man and his wife. The verse actually says they are taught from them two people how to separate between a man and his wife.
So this is the verse where Allah sends two angels.
Yeah.
In another variant reading, it says two kings, but he sends two angels to teach the people what they call black magic,
Right.
and that's where they learn how to do.
Yeah, he completely paraphrased the verse, which you're not allowed to do with the Quran, word for word.
This man is stoned out of his mind, and you're holding him accountable for how he massacres the Quran.
And he's the one who claims he's got this certificate from
Al-Azhar.
Azhar and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, put me on whatever he's on, and then try to get me to quote the Bible accurately. So, in his defense, the man is clearly drunk and stoned out of his mind.
So we forgive him?
Well, the sheikhs won't, but
you don't get forgiven for that kind of mistake.
Yeah, well, it's more like you move it a step back and say, hey, putting yourself in this situation by getting drunk and high. It's like if someone is a drunk driver or something like that. It's okay when you actually crashed, you were not even you were not under your faculties were not under your control, and so it's kind of hard to put that on you in that instance. So it's like you shouldn't have gotten drunk and been in a situation where you were able to drive a car. You should have made sure ahead of time that you were not going to be in that situation. And so the Islamic parallel would be if you're getting drunk and high, and you're going to quote the Quran and give people life lessons on divorce and so on. Maybe don't put yourself in that situation. Guys, I'm getting drunk and high. Keep this phone away from me, because I'll be too stupid to realize that I shouldn't go on TikTok and explain divorce to people and be quoting the Quran and screwing it all up.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah, they don't have that leniency in Islam though. They find out he's drunk. If this is in a Muslim state, Islamic state, and he's doing this there.
The
Getting high and
negative
drunk.
aspect of divorce. But as I say, like there needs to be a healthy level of divorce happening in the society in order for the free market to take its proper desired effect.
What is
the free market? It's like when I told Sister Aisha that that we'd have a house and stuff, and then I tell her no, she's just my hotel wife. Hey, there has to be healthy level of divorce to keep the free market going. To keep the free market going, so that after my other dawah bro, this is his wife, and then she leaves him. There, now I can have her, and we just pass all the women around with our fantasy world.
So it's for the sake of the economy, for it to be booming.
Yeah,
you need to be married and divorced.
Got to have a boom. If you want a booming economy,
all right,
just start treating women like prostitutes and passing them around and stuff. You heard it here.
So,
Mohammed Hijab.
So if he says this about divorce, and he's like saying we should have more, he's like Muslims have a misconception about divorce. We should have more divorce in Muslim societies. It makes it better, because he said that if there's no divorce at all, that's actually a bad indicator. It means that people are like trapped in marriages and stuff like that. But yet this guy promotes death penalty for leaving Islam. So that's an okay. You can force people to stay in Islam. But he thinks it's unhealthy to force people to stay in a marriage. So there's a disconnect there. I don't know. There's a disconnect there.
Pretty wild stuff.
Divorce happening in the society in order for the free market to take its proper desired effect. Sometimes women need to be divorced.
Sometimes.
And when the women get divorced, then that makes them better individuals. It makes them grow. It makes them go into the next relationship with a different outlook. It makes them come in thinking, you know what, I need to change this, that, and the other about myself.
Yeah, because they're disposable.
And it's, I mean, what he's not factoring in, and I don't know what he's about to say after this, is when a Muslim man marries a bunch of women and then, trades them in later, and, by the time he's done, he's had 40 different wives and so on.
Yeah.
He's viewed as like a stud and a hero and so on. But the woman, each marriage and divorce, they look down on her even more.
Yeah, they're learning.
And he's saying, "Oh, this makes you better," and so on. Not according to you and your buddies. They view them as used goods after that, and then you don't get as much for dowry or anything else.
I heard from, I can't remember if it was a dawah guy. a Muslim saying he got married and divorced 3 times. Each time he learned that maybe this time this woman was wrong, this time this woman was wrong. And but
the problem was never with him. It
the
was
third time he said, you know what, all women are like that.
Oh,
So it's not that each time he learns, oh, maybe me, I need to
right,
change.
right.
It's like, oh, they're all like that.
The woman.
Yeah. So it doesn't always teach like he thinks.
Yeah, I mean, this is, man, not having the desired effect that he wants it to have.
This why you don't get stoned out of your mind. Just wanted to cover these. Let's see.
Something caught your eye.
Maybe that's
The
why
apostate of Allah was posting.
he wants to keep marrying and divorcing for the economy.
To
increase the
guys,
I'm
number
gonna
of
keep the
divorce.
economy healthy, so I'm gonna keep them in the hotels.
Do you want a good economy? If so, then I need lots of hotel wives. And I need
Yeah.
to keep trading them in, and it's not bad. It's to keep the economy going. Do you want a good economy? You have to go bankrupt after suing everybody. That's what you got to do. Yes. Yes, if you want a good economy, you need lots of drugs and alcohol. That's why Muslim economies have problems, because we're not supposed to get drunk all the time. But she's viewed like she's the problem. Yep, that's what happens.
My next husband is not going to tolerate this, that, and the other from me. And likewise, men sometimes need to be separated from.
Oh,
Sometimes.
that's messed up. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was saying she's going to be better, and it's like, wait, how is she better? You guys view her as used goods. And then he explained it. Next time she'll learn for the next husband how she can be better and how not to cause the divorce.
Yeah, she caused the divorce, right?
So next time she just take it.
Yeah, just take it. Whatever
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
exactly
just take it.
it's exactly what Sarah said here. She's viewed like she's the problem. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
To individuals, it makes them grow. It makes them go into the next relationship with a different outlook. It makes them come in thinking, you know what, I need to change this, that, and the other about myself, because my next husband is not going to tolerate this, that, and the other from me. And likewise, men sometimes need to be.
If I need to be better, because my next husband who wants me to just be a hotel wife, I'll realize I have to do that, because otherwise we'll just end up getting divorced. So I just have to scumbag.
Because my next husband is not going to tolerate this, that, and the other from me. And likewise, men sometimes need to be separated from, because they've got intolerable behavior, and they also need to grow. The consequence of not being with somebody after being with them is something that people need to go through. And if it was such a negative thing, we would not find hadiths about great Sahaba being divorced many times. Okay, great Sahaba have been like, ask yourself the question, how many times did Umar ibn Khattab get married and divorced? That's Umar. Like, how many times did Uthman ibn Affan get married and divorced? How many times did Ali ibn Abi Talib?
I mean, think about this, because this is what Sarah was just playing, disposable paper plates and so on. He's bragging, look, the greatest examples of Muslims, the Sahaba, the heroes that we look up to, they treated women like complete disposable garbage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we need to be more like them.
Yeah, and he's not mentioning it, but Muhammad himself
He
was
divorced.
married and divorced, and Hafsa is an example of that. He divorced Hafsa, but then he remarried her afterwards. But the idea is, once you divorce, they're supposed to learn something from that, right? Otherwise, next time, because they can divorce up to 3 times.
But Surah 66, it did threaten all the wives of
Yeah.
Muhammad with divorce.
Yeah,
Why? To get them to act right.
exactly.
It's the same attitude.
Yeah.
Threaten you with divorce so that you submit more to the will.
And it's even with, beating them into submission. It's all, hey, you're not a good enough woman. So here are the different ways that you can be taught to be better. But I mean, he's sitting here bragging about how the early Muslim, the heroes of the Ummah, just treated women as disposable. And like, he's bragging about this. This is great. What a great way to live.
But he's been married many times, Mimi. Why didn't he tell us how he's changing for the better every time?
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
only on the woman, isn't it?
Well, he's already perfect.
Yeah, remember he said he should be praised. He should be
Oh, yeah.
praised. Yeah.
Affan get married and divorced. How many times did Ali ibn Abi Talib, and let's not be more controversial and say Hassan Hussein. Sorry to say, Yani, people don't know about this, and I don't want to, kind of worms, but Hassan Hussein got married and divorced multiple times. Now that the Athar says 70.
70.
He got married 70 times.
Dang.
Now, but 70 in the Arabic language means a lot. So obviously, I'm not
It
saying
means a lot in English too.
the number 70.
If
the
you get
point is
married
that-
and divorced in 70 times, that's a lot in English as well.
70 in Arabic, by the way, sabayin just
Yeah.
means 70.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it means something else, how do you say 70 in Arabic?
Yeah.
If you want to sell 70 products,
Yeah,
how do you
yeah.
say it?
But I mean, if you're married, if you're divorced 70 times in any language, that's a lot. So it's not just like it's a symbolic number.
It
that
wasn't
just-
used symbolically.
Yeah,
no.
it's like a symbolic
It's
number
not.
that means something like, oh, it just means a lot.
It was meant literally in
Yeah.
the sources.
And because we've seen the websites where they actually try to count them. They'll try to
Yeah.
give you like this is the actual. They'll try to give you like actual count of
Some
all the
some
women.
sources that are not verified up to 300 women
Yeah.
for Al Hassan.
Al Hassan.
This is yeah, guys, you got to choose your heroes carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Muhammad was asked, what's the best generation of Muslims? He said his generation.
Yep.
So that's why they look back to these guys as these standards of behavior. And it's, they all treat women like garbage. How does Mohammed Hijab treat women?
Trash.
Like garbage.
Trash.
Why? He's looking to the heroes of his religion. Oh, the great men of my religion treat women like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But interestingly, they don't tell the women that when they're trying to get the women to revert. Oh, Islam honors women. No religion honors women like Islam does. Now convert. And so we can treat you like garbage.
says 70. He got married 70 times. Now, but 70 in the Arabic language means a lot. So obviously, I'm not saying it's exactly the number 70. But the point is that, why is he doing it? So much so, Ali ibn Abi Talib came out and refuted his own son. Nevertheless, these are some aberrational maybe examples, but nevertheless, the point is divorce was a healthy part of the Sahaba society.
Okay, so
like Asma
this
bint
is
Umayr.
interesting.
He's saying
So-
that's healthy.
Yeah,
So
but then he says
treating
his
women
go-
like garbage is a healthy part of society.
Yeah, and it's funny because he's saying that Ali, who's Hassan's father, he rebuked him.
He did, yeah.
So he's saying like he's rebuking him, but it's healthy. It's healthy to have all these like divorces and remarriage. So it's okay. So if it's healthy, then I
Why
mean,
did they
obviously,
rebuke?
Ali didn't see it that way. But yeah, this like the point that you were making, David, which is that these is the greatest examples, and these guys are getting married, divorced, married, divorced, married, divorced, married, divorced, and that's why these guys live the way they live. That's why they live like this is what they're trying to model.
He's encouraging divorce.
Yeah.
Whatever Muslims are listening now and they're on the brink in their families, they're gonna divorce.
yeah.
It's not good
No.
what he's doing.
And all to justify, at the end of the day, his behavior.
That's all this is about. It's
So-
all he wouldn't be talking about this if it wasn't because of the hotel hijab.
I wonder if he's about to divorce his first OG wife
Oh.
Mm.
because he's bankrupt and all his scandals are out.
And she
Mm.
apparently left him for a year when she caught him doing, keeping a secret second life before and stuff
Ah.
like that. And then she obviously found out about the more recent one, which is that's probably one of the main reasons he was lying about it and saying, no, she's just crazy. It wasn't just to dupe the ummah. It was to dupe his own
Oh.
wife so that she
Now he
wouldn't,
doesn't care.
Now he doesn't care because it's
Yeah.
over.
Oh, okay. Wow, that could be because he's gonna make a contrast about women like wives with children, wives with no children in a second.
Watch Wes Huff, Sean Ryan preview. It is amazing. I will check that out here in a bit. Good to see you all fighting the good fight. God bless you.
God bless you.
Congrats, D Wood, on wrecking Jake on the Islamic Dilemma. Glorious victory in Jesus. And Jai, DOC, welcome to the new world. Love that you're here.
Thank you.
I was right. Yeah, I probably. Wait, his debate with God Logic hasn't been released yet, has it?
It's supposed to be released tomorrow, sometime tomorrow.
We definitely need to be reviewing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because now, I didn't find out until a couple days after the debate what he actually thinks because he
Yeah.
was saying it versus Malik, but I couldn't figure out like what he was actually trying to get at.
Yeah.
And then he said it in his debate with Malik. He thinks the Islamic dilemma is the claim that the Torah and the gospel are legal authorities for Muslims higher than the Quran.
Right.
And I'm like, what? But now
Yeah.
God Logic would know that. God Logic would know that because he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that. And so there would be no confusion about what his actual thinking on the Islamic dilemma is. So that I would predict God Logic would crush him significantly more, like complete massacre.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so that happened, and then after the debate, I don't know if you saw the clip. Did you see the clip where Jake went up to him? Jake went up to Avery, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I know what's going on with you, and I'm not with that. I'm not for that. All these crazy things going on. You know, we both got crazy on each side." So he's calling Dr. Maloink, he's calling him crazy,
For the
and he's denouncing him for what he's done to God Logic and done to you, and he's saying that he's not with it. So it's only a matter of time before we're gonna start hearing about everything that all the hotels or whatever he's got, whatever dirt Maloink has on Jake.
Come on, Maloink, tell us.
But there's
what you
also
got.
there's also something else too, that Jake and Chris at Speaker's Corner are planning on setting something up about the Islamic dilemma as well. That's supposed to be happening tomorrow as well, actually, like a live discussion.
Jake is going on
yeah,
debate
I don't know what's up with Jake.
That's weird. Like when Jake, what was it, like 2 months ago, started saying, I'm going to debate all these guys in the Islamic dilemma. I was like, oh, he's probably really put in some time and come up with the best responses there can be on this. And so he's going to go out and just show everyone who the real Dawa guy is. And it's like,
the
dude,
dumbest response.
You're kind of, this is some dumb responses.
Yeah.
Like dumber than, like no responses work, but I have to say there are better responses.
Yeah. So Avery's debate with Jake is going to drop tomorrow, and then Chris's Biggest Corner and Jake are supposed to have some tomorrow. It's just on X, some conversation. They said they're going to have it tomorrow, but I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow, but that's the talk on X right now. So we'll see what happens. Tomorrow looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
And it's going to be similar. The only possible thing Jake could kind of have going for him is people don't understand what the heck he's talking about. And it's like confused, like, what the heck? What is this? What is this?
Yeah. But by now, like you said, everybody should be up on like what he's actually saying. So. Yeah.
Oh, did you not have a good point about the jizya argument?
There's a guy. You had him on your stream, Big John.
Yeah, Big John Steele.
Big John Steele. Shout out to Big John Steele.
Oh yeah, I was thinking again. I was thinking about making a video specifically about Jake not understanding the Islamic dilemma, because I saw a couple back and forth between them on X, and I was like,
he made a really good point.
Does he still not even understand what the Islamic dilemma is?
Yeah, Big John made a really, really good point. He said that the fact that Christians and Jews are paying the jizya is actually the evidence that they're not submitting to the Quran as a legal authority. Because if they were submitting to the Quran as a legal authority, the Christians and Jews, then they would be Muslims.
Yeah, they wouldn't be saying
they wouldn't
three.
They wouldn't.
Remember, don't say three.
Yeah, don't say three.
If you pay jizya, it means you can still say three.
Yeah.
So it's not submitting to Allah, is it?
No, they're not. So they're forced by the sword, right? And so they're given an option. Either you convert to Islam, they're rejecting that, pay the jizya. Okay, they're taking that one. The other option is to get killed. So they're taking the jizya option. Okay, but that's not submitting to the Quran, because if they submitted to the Quran as a legal authority, then they'd be Muslims. So he's been making that point. It's going way over Jake's head.
Yeah, Jake's
but
not
he's making
it.
Big John. Shout out to Big John. He's got a great point with that.
I was writing and my autocorrect was on the same thing as hijab, but besides that, hotel room by Pitbull is the name of We at the Hotel Motel.
Yeah, okay. So
Holiday Inn.
Yeah, so we'll have to remix it. Yeah.
Just want to thank David for warning me about Sam. One of these laughs needs to be a soundbite. Yeah, I just have to pick which one. Do you picture Mojab in a face mask or ski mask?
I think it was a ski mask.
He really didn't want to be seen. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's like the funniest thing, though.
Yeah, he needs like a Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th mask to show up. Oh, I'm here for my wife.
Who could that be?
Yes. Do you know which room she's in? She's the one who paid. Someone needs to check the lead content of, the lead content. The lead content of the Kaaba. There's something more wrong with these people than just cousin marriage.
Lead poisoning.
Yeah, could be that.
A true gentleman and altruist. Yes, Mohammed Hijab. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord God is an everlasting rock. Amen. Isaiah. Here's apostate of Allah. What is a healthy amount of divorce? Hijab is a piece of crap, but then again, he follows a trash religion that treats wives like paper plates.
There you go.
Healthy and divorce shouldn't be in the same.
Tell us what you really think, Sarah. Stop holding back. Yeah. Dai, ultimate struggle, tooth decay. Give them toothbrush.
I think he's got a lot more things to worry about.
They can always go to Alex Jones's dad.
Yeah.
What has your dad done, you hillbilly redneck?
He fixed your teeth, boy.
Yes, that's why you have perfect teeth. You can lie to your wife. Bankrupt Hijab. Yep.
There you go.
I'm allergic to weed. Hijab definitely isn't. Allah loves Jews. He sent the Torah, Psalms, and Gospel to Jewish people to nurture and guide them over hundreds of years. Arabs got a single book. Yeah, poor Arabs.
He also said that I favored you over all nations in the Quran.
Yep.
Right now we have the further brilliant insights of Mohammed Hijab.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Refuted it, his own son. Nevertheless, it's a lot. So obviously, I'm not saying it's exactly the number 70. But the point is that, you know, why is he doing it? So much so, Ali ibn Abi Talib came out and, like, you know, refuted it, his own son. Nevertheless, these are some aberrational maybe examples, but nevertheless, the point is divorce was a healthy part of the Sahaba society. Like Asma bint Umays, she was a Sahabiya. She was a female Sahabi. And she was asked, which one was your best husband? And she said, and this hadith is authentic, that from the shuyukh, from the older men, it was Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. And from the younger men, it was Ja'far ibn Abi Talib. And then Ali ibn Abi Talib interjected, he said, what about me?
So this lady slept with the whole
What is
city.
this?
She slept with the whole city. She's like, wait. She's like, who's your best husband?
Who's the best?
Do you mean the older ones or the
Yeah.
younger ones?
Which group? The
Which
old,
group?
the young?
Yeah. Yeah. As far as the 60-year-olds, it was this guy. As far as the guys in their 50s, it was this guy.
Yeah.
The guys in their 40s, it was this guy.
And
You know,
all
the
he's
guys
getting
in 30s,
jealous.
yeah.
He's like, what about me?
Yeah. As far as the red-haired guys, it was this guy. As far as the dark-haired guys, it was this guy. And as far as the wealthier guys, it was this guy. As
Short
far as
guys,
the tall
tall
guys, yeah, the
guys.
short guys, it was this guy. So, yeah, I can tell you the best guy in every category.
And these are the people that they look up to.
And then Ali ibn
praise.
Abi Talib, wasn't he the guy that was rebuking his son?
Yeah.
He was some other
Yeah.
woman's one of many.
yeah. He was one of many for her.
Or someone else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
And
the best generation.
They were just
What
like
about
taking
me?
turns.
What about me? How am I not the best? How am I not the best in my category?
Oh,
Find a
man.
category for me.
I want a category.
She did like Jake. Grade, you're a D.
Oh,
and
she
you're an
graded
F,
them,
and
they
you're an A,
graded-
and you're a B.
She was the original
the
grader.
tier list. Oh, we're gonna hear that again. That's crazy.
And then Ali ibn Abi Talib interjected, he said, what about me? So, look,
go back.
Sahabiya. She was a female Sahabi. And she was asked, which one was your best husband? And she said, and this hadith is authentic, that from the shuyukh, from the older men, it was Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. And from the younger men, it was Ja'far ibn Abi Talib. And then Ali ibn Abi Talib interjected, he said, what about me? So, look, here's a woman that's based, obviously the reasons for separation were not divorce each time. There was martyrdom, etc. But she had been married many times, which is now a taboo in the Muslim community. So what I'm trying to say to you is...
What's that?
She said one of her best men, Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, and Ali ibn Abi Talib.
I
brothers.
I caught that too.
Oh,
The brothers.
So, oh, wait. So she did the brothers? Oh,
She had two brothers.
I mean,
I just caught it now.
Wait. So hold on a second. So she had
said
two
Ja'far
brothers.
ibn Abi Talib from the younger, and then Ali ibn Abi
That's
Talib.
why he got jealous. He's like, wait, you said my brothers? That's
She had
crazy.
two brothers. Yo.
Whoa.
I hope it wasn't at the same time.
Oh man, that's messed up. That's messed up.
See, this is what we need to start doing more.
Yeah, this is like we're gonna bring this back.
We need to bring this back.
divorce each time. There was martyrdom, etc. But she had been married many times, which is now a taboo in the Muslim community. So what I'm trying to say to you is, why are the reasons for divorce? We should not be fighting for 100% non-divorce rate. And if we have a society with 100% non-divorce rate, I bid to you that that's an unhealthy society. That's not a good place to be. And people are not growing in that society. And people are probably suffering in that society. And it's not how human civilization ever functioned and ever will function or ever should function. So it's not something that...
And guys, once again, why is he just rambling about divorce? Why is he picking this topic? Why is he going on this rant about divorce? Because of him. Because of him. This is to justify certain things that are going on. And so you don't look down on him. Hey, don't look down on me. What about these earlier guys? Yes.
Oh boy.
Say we should be trying to aim for. So the question now is, Is the divorce rate in the Muslim world comparable with the divorce rate before? And that's a question for the historians. That's the question for the sociologists. I don't know the answer to that. And the question is now, let's say,
Yes. And so if you want to become a historian, go to Cambridge Leering Center. Cambridge Leering Center.
Yeah.
You'll get a certificate saying you know history good. You good knowing history.
question for the sociologists. I don't know the answer to that. And the question is now, let's say, for example, if a man married a woman and then he had a second wife and a third and a fourth wife, is divorcing a wife with the kids the same as divorcing the wife without the kids? Has it got the same ramification? If he's got kids with one of them and he's not got kids with the other one, let's say for the sake of argument, a man here, he's married a woman.
Just for the sake of argument.
Let's say for the sake of argument that I have a friend. We'll call him Mohammed Hijab. Yes, let's say him as a hypothetical example.
He's also 6'8" and he wears pink shirts and
he sits in a gym.
He's got gray hair.
Contemplates
and
life.
He loves smoke the
loves the hashish. He also frequents hotels.
You cannot be that transparent, Mimi. You cannot be that transparent.
Oh man. Let's just say for the sake of argument.
One of them has kids and the other doesn't have kids. That's so specific, man.
Yeah. Since you've mentioned that with your OG wife, you have kids with her, but not with your other wives. Okay, so
oddly specific.
And he's not got kids with the other one. Let's say for the sake of argument, a man here, he's married a woman, and he's not had kids with her yet.
And then she says, "I don't want to be just your hotel wife."
Yeah.
Suppose hypothetically this is something that could happen.
Is divorcing her the same as divorcing a woman that he's had kids with? Same thing applies for the woman. And my answer to you is no, it's not the same, because when kids are in the equation, everything changes. Everything now you have to think about the kids. You have to think it's not just about you and the other person. Now your tolerance levels for things have to go up, etc., etc., etc.
And so, hypothetically, if you're a woman and you have kids with a man and you find out about his many hotel wives, should you divorce him? No, you got to think about the kids and make the smart decision.
But I thought it was about making people a better people, not about the kids.
Oh yeah, like learning lessons.
Yeah,
and stuff
learning
like
is
that.
because she's terrible.
They're learning lessons. And,
By the way, people in the Muslim world, the women, they have kids to protect themselves from divorce.
That's true.
From being disposable.
Yeah.
That's in the culture.
Smart.
He's had kids with. Same thing applies for the woman. And my answer to you is no, it's not the same, because when kids are in the equation, everything changes. Everything now you have to think about the kids. You have to think it's not just about you and the other person. Now your tolerance levels for things have to go up, etc., etc., etc. So to answer your question, I don't necessarily agree with this whole premise, but I don't know where it's come from, as if it's a maqsad of Sharia, that there has to be 100% perfect, whatever it was.
Yeah. So there you go.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Dawah is very strong. So Dawah in 2026 is a drunken high Mohammed Hijab ranting about divorce.
That's it.
So basically, he's going to divorce his subsequent wife or wives.
That's what it sounds like.
And keep the first one until the kids grow up or something like that.
Well, she sounds like, that could have been advice for her. Like, hey, think about the kids here before you take off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you think he's indirect at her?
Yeah.
Yep. Can't tell. Can't tell. This is what Dawah has boiled down to. Pathetic.
Yep.
No, it's super awesome. M. Late, is D. Wood's elder brother sitting beside him? Elder brother. How would you respond to Muslims who cite the fact that the Bible quotes the book of Enoch in Jude and 2 Peter to validate their cherry picking of the Bible to counter Islamic dilemma? How would you respond to Muslims who cite the fact that the Bible quotes these to validate their cherry picking of the Bible to counter the Islamic dilemma?
I don't think that they do that unless you're saying that they're like picking and choosing I think I've seen them do that when it comes to like finding prophecies, which is going to be one of the topics this year that we cover. but not related to the Islamic dilemma, I don't think.
Yeah, I've never seen a Muslim use it like
Yeah.
this, but I mean, I'll assume some are something like that. So the idea would be, hey, if books of the Bible are quoting something else or appealing to something else, and yet that doesn't mean it's affirming the inspiration and the preservation and the authority of these other books. I mean, you could use another example. You could use Paul. I mean, if you like something even more extreme, Paul quotes the poets of the pagans to them to show that, hey, there are even people among you who know this because of natural revelation. There are even people among you pagans who know this stuff. So is he therefore affirming the inspiration and the preservation and the authority of the works of these poets or something like that? Yeah, I would say it doesn't actually work. It would work if it were an actual parallel. In other words,
I confirm.
yeah, if the Bible just said over and over and over again, the Bible confirms the book of Enoch. It confirms the book of Enoch. It confirms the inspiration of the book of Enoch. It confirms the preservation of the book of Enoch. It confirms the authority of the book of Enoch.
Right.
People are commanded to judge by the book of Enoch. If the Bible said the kinds of things about the book of Enoch that the Quran says about the Torah and the gospel, I think you could make the parallel, but it just doesn't. And so, yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, because I mean, we talk about the Quran, even take the Talmud, for example. The Quran quotes the Talmud all the time, but we don't make like you can make a Talmudic dilemma out of that, but that's not what we normally do. We're just saying the Quran is quoting the Talmud here. We don't always point out all the places that but then again, also show us where the book of Enoch is contradicting the Bible too. Show us that. Show us where there's an Islamic dilemma, right? And you can actually, let's just say that what we call the book of Enoch today is the book of Enoch that was quoted in Jude, for example. Show us where that contradicts anything in the Bible. Show us that, because then you'd have a parallel, at least to a dilemma, but we don't have that. There's not a contradiction. In fact, you have some Christian communities that actually have, canonized the book of Enoch. So.
Imagine divorcing your wife and still seeing her at family reunions. Yep. This is my first cousin and ex-wife.
That's a real issue.
And here are the kids who are related to me in multiple ways.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not shocked by anything he's saying, since the Islamic conception of marriage is just prostitution with extra steps. I'm not counting on Muslims speaking up against this. No, they won't.
That's true.
And no comment there. All right, guys, final thoughts on any of this?
I mean, there's a lot in there that obviously, like Mohammed, Hijab, used to be the face of Dawah, now Junior is the face of Dawah, but this guy high and drunk and just making a mockery out of, he's not making a mockery out of Islam, but he's making a mockery out of his life and showing how Islam actually supports what he does. And then you compare that to the Bible, go back to the Bible and what the intent of God is when it comes to marriage and divorce. Compare those two, and you'll see that there's a world of difference, that there's value for the man, value for the woman, and that in marriage to become one flesh. In Islam, you see that doesn't happen. You don't have an equal value, and there's no such thing as becoming one flesh. You can, like he said, you can just divorce at will. Where the greatest people marry, divorce like 60, 70 times. We saw some that said 200 times for some of them.
Up to 300, yeah, but they're not verified.
They're not verified.
You could only verify 70.
Yeah, and we saw even for Muhammad, like he would. There was a source that said that he married 26 women before consummating the marriage. He divorced them. So
yeah, they don't count
this
them.
is something that is just so. It's a huge contrast from Islam to Christianity. It's a huge contrast.
Yeah, and I mean, the big takeaway is, even think what he was doing here. Hey, we should be way more comfortable with divorce. Look at the great role models of our religion and so on.
Yeah.
And it's like, who's he talking to? People who don't have a huge, people who don't have a massively favorable view of divorce, and saying, hey, you should be warming up to divorce more and stuff. So in Islam, it's always like, here's how you are. Now, let the heroes of Islam, let Muhammad and his companions like make you worse, make you, just make you a worse person over time and feel justified in being a worse person. Whereas in Christianity, it's okay, Jesus is your model. You're striving your entire life to imitate him more. You're never going to do it perfectly. It's just not going to happen. But in striving to be more like Jesus, you become a better person. And it's like, how are people not getting this?
Yeah.
But even in families, like your role model for marriage, is it the couple in your family that's been married 30 years stable? Or is it your uncle that's been married and divorced 7 times?
Right.
Even instinctively, you look towards this. He's saying it's the other way around. Islam is upside down.
Yeah.
Look to the guys who were just tossing women around like they were nothing, and then look to the woman who was married to every single companion of Muhammad who ever lived.
And like the brother, she takes like the whole family.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe she had 2 brothers. Man. That's insane.
Pretty wild. Geez, hijab, breathe, Habibi. And last one here. My psychiatrist was surprised when I told her me and my wife are separated for 18 years and still not divorced because of Jesus' words. Psychiatrist was Muslim.
Oh, yeah. That was
They're probably like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then this is a follow-up to the question about the Islamic dilemma. Enoch is different than the pagan quote because Jude treats it as a prophecy or valid tradition, right? Pagan quote is just too main something common ground, right? Oh yeah, they're different. I'm saying you could make the same argument. If you could say if Paul, I mean, it's different if you're quoting something as prophecy and so on. If you're quoting pagan poets and say they got this right, are you saying that they like everything they have is inspired and so on? Yeah. And again, but it's the same thing. It's if the Bible were saying things, whether it's Epimenides, the poet, one of the poets Paul quoted, if it's Epimenides or if it's Enoch or something, if the Bible said the same kinds of things, you'd say, yeah, right, slam dunk. And as Jai was pointing out, you'd have to show clear contradictions.
Yeah.
In Islam, 1 man and 30 men become one flesh.
Oh, wow. Oh, screenshot of that.
Oh, you got screenshot.
We're going to say in Christianity, 1 man and 1 woman become one flesh.
Oh,
in Islam, 1 man and 30 men become one flesh. That's a good one. What makes a cartoon or drawing to Momo? Like, what makes a Muslim believe this is Momo? Need of a person to call it Momo, or will they be offended by everything that has similarities to Momo? Well, it's not. There's nothing clear in the Muslim sources that's going to, clarify that. It's going to come down to the Muslims. If they think especially if they think you're mocking Muhammad with some sort of cartoon. It is weird that, you wouldn't even have to say it's Muhammad. They would get the gist. If you put like a old Arab guy with like a young girl and stuff, they'd be, oh, why are you drawing Muhammad? I didn't say anything. I didn't say it was Muhammad. You guys just automatically know this stuff. Yeah. We might need to experiment a little with that. We'll just make a cartoon, but not name it.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they flip, oh, there you go. What?
Who said that was Muhammad?
I didn't say anything.
That was
that's on you, man.
Yeah. That's on you. You just said this, Muhammad. Whoa!
Why would you say that?
That was Mohammed.
Yeah, you said it's Muhammad, so you're guilty, man. You're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
And we got 2 American flags. All right, guys. I think tomorrow. I don't know what time, but tomorrow I think I'm on with AP and IP at some point. Okay. So that's interesting. We'll see when that is. What else going on? What you guys got going on this week?
Well, not us personally, but like I said, Avery's debate with Drake is dropping tomorrow. And then I think there's going to be a discussion with Chris, Speaker's Corner. And so
we'll have a lot to go through.
A lot of stuff to go through. Yeah.
We'll have a lot to go through. But we're not sure exactly when stuff is dropping, so we'll modify our schedules accordingly. Also, I'll have to have Thaddeus on at some point to update us on the Malik situation. Apparently he's been attacking all the Dawa guys now. Classic
Good
Malik.
job, Malone.
Classic Malik.
Oh,
Malik, you are
boy.
crushing it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
You're working hard, Malone.
You're working
Man.
To
hard,
destroy
man.
Islam. Man.
Yeah, I mean, think he's putting all of us to shame. I mean, we like make it clear that we are here to wreck Islam, and this guy comes along. I'm a Muslim, and I'll show y'all how to really do it.
He's the #1 Mossad agent.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. He's good. Worth every single shekel.
Oh, I think speaking about that, I think that the Speaking Muslim, you met the Speaking Muslim,
Yep.
he's going to be joining Chris Kloss apparently, and I don't know if this is part of like one of Malik's big schemes and plots.
It's part
but
of the plan.
supposedly he's going to be talking about Malik being a bad face of Islam. He was actually praising David and saying, "Hey, we should have never done that to David. We should have never stood by that. We should, He's trying to go." So I think if Speaking Muslim is very
I don't trust
he's
him,
fork
man.
tongue.
No, I
He
don't
doesn't.
trust
You can't trust him.
It
He's like-
changes every week.
but if the idea is that Jake condemned Malik, and so there's this camp over here, and then Malik is over here, he's saying, I want to be on Jake's side because, they're kind of like, with each other. And so supposedly he's going to be joining Chris Kloss and, talking about Malik. And I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. I think Chris said there's going to be 2 different dates he proposed. So either today or tomorrow. But I don't know if this is one of part of Malik's great schemes or something like that, great plans. But
I don't think so, because
you don't think so?
yeah, Speaking Muslim, he actually he played some clips for me where he was really just blasting away at Malik over stuff. So he's like, hey, so apparently if he thinks someone's wrong, he'll tell them.
Okay.
Really?
So
Okay.
Yeah,
but
I take it back.
Speaking of you're watching,
I just
okay,
don't know who to trust. Like,
yeah.
he was getting intel for Jake,
Yeah.
and then Malik said, "Oh, that's part of the plan."
Yeah.
Speaking is on our side.
We're open to
too.
correction though. So
And now he's against one of them.
So we'll
I'm
see.
like,
I even told Speaking Muslim if he wants to join us live and talk about stuff and even tell me I'm wrong about something, but actually make some sort of convincing case, he's welcome to do that. People can tell me I'm wrong. They have the right to be humiliated, completely crushed and humiliated. But
your mom won't get insulted, not like Muhammad Hijab where he's like, your mom,
Oh, we don't do
your
that.
mom. We don't do that. We don't do that.
it is I have to say, if the Dawa guys are going to be going up against Malik, I predict snitching.
Yeah.
I predict there will be snitching.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
and then Malik's gonna snitch on a new batch of Dawa guys. We're gonna
man.
play it. He's gonna flip out again,
Yeah.
and the cycle continues. The
Yes.
cycle continues. Awesome stuff. How can Allah have a son if he doesn't have a cousin? That is one of the great mysteries of the universe. All right, everyone, catch y'all tomorrow in one way or another.
God bless.
See you then.